Fun trivia, chat. This song was originally supposed to be the Miso song, not the Bomberman one. Very, much more adventurous song. But yeah, nobody's guessed the series it's from yet. I do feel like this one is very, like, esoteric, but the concept itself isn't. It's kind of interesting. It's from, like, a very big IP, but... yeah. Nah, it's older than PS1.
Does it link into SP?
Link into EP?
Okay. I get counterbaited.
You did. You shouldn't have let me do word association. That was very dangerous, Evan. While we were off and about to update the YouTube audience, we've fixed the flow. We're gonna move the button over here and we're gonna lock it behind big key. Haven't talked me into big key being big good idea.
Big key, big chopper.
El Chopperino. Pick a couple other enemies in here. We're probably going to do some basic Stealthless or whatever. You're actually going to have a more powerful saber at the beginning here, so... it doesn't really matter what the difficulty of the enemy is. You're probably going to one-shot everything anyway. Basically, we're going to start you with level 3 sword, and then it's going to get destroyed in a cutscene and be reduced to the level 1 sword. Try to repair it throughout the quest, and if you don't, then Duke is going to be very sad.
Can't believe he's got ED.
God dang it.
Yeah.
You pawns. No, okay. How's this one in the sound font? It's probably pretty good, but we'll double check. Gonna do ore for the repair? I'm not completely sure yet. I haven't thought of the item at the very least.
It could be either or.
Alright, that's it. No more clouds and tiles for you now. You've been huffing the clouds a little too closely, Evan. Oh yeah, the glistening ore, that's right. What were we using the glistening ore for? It was for, this kind of thing, right? Upgrading items and whatnot. I guess that would at least be a world consistency thing. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'm down then. But I'll make it cost less to make, Duke brag about it now. Okay. Well, let's play some Mario Party.
Mayro part.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody got it. All those songs I was playing earlier, they're from the Magic... oh, wait, hang on. Let me get the official... yeah, Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Which was a game I got beat up by quite often when I was a kid. And then I finally beat it. I also don't remember the sequel looking too good, but I think you could play as Minnie in that one now. But that's why I was like, it's a very big IP, but you just might not be able to think of the game because it's like super old and super out there.
Speaking of obscure license game quirks, the Star Wars game where Darth Vader turns into a scorpion is retroactively even funnier, given that it's probably not even in the top 10 weirdest things that have happened in the EU canon.
Oh man, that's a yeah. How do you get 3-0? Yo, someone hook Lily up with 3-0. Oh, I picked the wrong cone. There we go. Yeah, it's just on the ZQuest Classic stuff, Lily, but yeah, it's a little hard to find sometimes. There you go. Joash has got you covered. Oh man. Alright, chat. I know what song we have to do a little bit of remembrance from. Let me know if you can hear the song from the... What was it? Souls of Wisdom, right?
Oh.
I basically just sang to this song literally every time I was on that map. Cause Swindle Chopper is here. Alright, these have to be double bordered actually, yeah, okay. Well, these things I'm putting down right now, they're just borders. They make a pretty border. Wait, am I actually cutting through? I guess I have to decide if I'm cutting through that or not. I guess realistically I should cut through that, huh? If EPAD is, wait, no, what's their new name? Soshi. I wonder if Soshi's working on anything new these days. Last thing they did was, the Colossal Tower. Which is quite good. Now it just looks weird. Okay, so all the borders make it look just a little bit strange. Alright, let's kill the, oh, you know what? It's because I'm not even adhering to my, yeah, so I don't even need those in there now. Alright. Yeah, because those are only for open spaces. Okay. Good now. Now I've kind of deleted my possibilities for this treasure chest is going to spawn, but yeah, I'll come up with some new garbage. I should probably just lob it in a corner somewhere. What pure tile set should you use? If you want something set up for the more recent versions, PTUS is prepared for 255 at least. So it'll have like built-in red-blue switches and things like that. Oh, you know what? Evan never got his Soltis.
I did not.
Let us fix that really quick. There you go, buddy. Happy birthday. I don't have darkness on. I'm very good at what I do, I swear. There we go. Now I should just decide. Okay, wait, I'm introducing... Yeah, I'm introducing the push block after the fact, so let's not do that in here. Let's just put some torches down. I'm not sure what I want you to do in this room, but I guess it'll get you the big key. I guess we could have, like, FFCs chasing around or something. Maybe we could do the classic push all the tiles. That actually sounds like it might be a decent run for this room. You could dodge some spike traps while you're pushing all the tiles, and we'll give you the big key. Alright, I don't think I'll care about Hamiltonian Path because this is the intro, but we will have you push all of them. Which means, you know what? It's time for, Evan.
Chopper.
It's time for the nothing trigger. The Evan's possibly greatest creation. Now, he's made, like, way fancier things, but it's just, like, the thing we've probably used easily the most. I cannot possibly think of another script I've used more than the nothing trigger.
There's elegance in its simplicity.
Indeed. You can line up the torches too, but eh. I think I want to introduce you to a few mechanics in the intro here. We're gonna do push objects, we're gonna do pot drops, we're gonna do carryover secrets, spawning chests. We've got a few things in here. So give me some more of these. Give me the drugs! Hand them over! Okay, the only thing is I don't tend to like doing step puzzles when they're hidden by the borders. So if we do a step puzzle, I'll alter that. I almost think, because I do have the tiles for that, I can just use my buds. There are certain floor tiles I just don't think need the borders. This would definitely be one of them. The only thing is it makes the floor all purple. You put it in a bag! It's not even facing the right way. Yeah, Ponce SpongeBob. Well, you know what? We haven't, let's load up, Evan's friend. What was this one? Suave Patria Bank. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's actually turn off Media Player while we load it up. And then we'll try some of the classics. Yeah, loaded faster. Interesting. Okay. Let's start with... I guess we'll start with the AU package, huh? The AU package can be the test, basically. Interesting. Let me know if that's too soft, chat. I just, I figured that would be a little too loud. You know, weirdly, I've only got Green Garden and Black Fortress for some reason. Ore. Alright, let's get some ore. Why am I opening them and then saving them? Why don't I just save them? God, alright. What the flit is wrong with me? Should I recolor these? I don't actually know what they're supposed to look like. No recolor? Okay. I'm guessing it's these down here. How much space do I need? This one, I don't have long enough, right? Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me just come down here. Sanskrit's seen better days. swap and continue the test. Interesting. These look really, huh? Let's see what they look like in action here. Those aren't ore. Okay, so yeah, what am I looking for? I guess I couldn't tell what the ore was supposed to be. Ore's at the very bottom. Oh, this thing. Okay, this looked like a feather or something. Okay, I got you. I wasn't sure what the heck that was. Okay, alright, this is... Okay, that makes much more sense. Oh, I didn't save it. Yeah, I didn't save it. Glove we hoist. That's gonna cost me someday that I named that stupid item that way, dude. We don't need to display... They don't need to be equipment. C-set 11. What was it? 6 frames, and let's try 12. Okay, okay. Me likey. Okay. This could use... Oh, what's up?
I managed to finish that little sky section.
Oh. But... No, I don't have one. Go for it. Okay, it's time to learn counters.
Okay, well, counter can't counter draft because it's not a counter.
Well, I counter your logic by assuming that no. Speaking of counters, we're right here. New counter. Oh wait, I'm bad. There we go. Hit max. Isn't there a way to show the counters? I guess just max out counters? No. I just realized this is not the value. Okay. Yeah, two digits, it's fine. Okay. Whoops. Boy, that would be. We're gonna collect I don't know, 350 glistening ores and upgrade our sword to level 2. That seems fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set text color, maybe that's it. Oh. Ah. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, there we go. Okay, because I really just wanted to mess with the font. Okay, I was using, I think it's Awakening, right? Ooh, that does look quite good. Okay. I think I could probably live with that. Now, the real question is, I guess I have to start deciding what's inventory and what's an artifact. Because I've given myself kind of these weird distinctions for items, huh?
Yep.
So maybe I should try like passive gear is more so the inventory stuff.
Yeah.
So let's do, this is an artifact somewhere to fit over here. I guess I'll just put this over here to help keep this in mind. Okay.
I guess a distinction I would have is if it meaningfully changes navigation, it's an inventory, and if it's just a trinket or a capacity upgrade, it goes in the big pile.
I can live with that. That sounds good to me, actually. I need to move this out of the way. Okay. There we go. My lucky trinkets! Oh, I still can't get the boxes over it, I think. There,
I'm going to go make some more tea. The evidence fading.
Excellent. Well, not excellent, but you know what I mean.
We'll fix the fading. It'll be good. And I'll have nice warm.
Yeah, bro, we'll fix the fade. No, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, I would probably do collectibles for artifacts. Having the heart pieces up here is a little weird in that case. So I guess let's move the heart pieces. See, the only thing about this, though, is it's going to kind of interfere with my idea of the intersecting... Because obviously the heart pieces are not going to contribute to the intersecting thing with the quests and the artifacts or whatever. So maybe everything else should go in inventory. But I would need like a better generic thing. I think I really think the only problem here is using the word inventory. I think that's where this issue comes in. I should probably just pick a different word than inventory. Alright, chat, who's got good names? Because if we're going to do collectibles kind of over there too... Alright, I should move this down on the list. Is this the one? What's the where's the priority one? No. Is this the priority one? Yeah, this is the priority one.
I lied. I got a vegetable smoothie instead.
Oh, interesting. You do those, huh?
Yes.
What do you think?
They exist.
Okay.
Like, I don't really have any strong opinions on them one way or another. It's just vegetables without... easy vegetables for my diet without all the unpleasant texture of eating vegetables normally.
Fair. Alright, Evan, it's time for opinions.
Okay,
so
those are dangerous.
So I'm looking at this, the thing with the artifacts in the inventory, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this like, I wanted to do my whole, the L intersection thing.
Yes.
And in my head, it doesn't quite make sense to put the heart pieces and the ore count in the weird intersecting L thing. So I'm looking to keep the heart pieces on the left here, and I'm looking to move the ore back into the inventory, but what I'm really looking for is a rename for inventory where all these things make sense. Does that seem like logically...
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to think of a word that would be useful.
We've had the only really suggestion we've had so far is gear, but like the ore and the heart pieces are not quite gear. I wonder if I can come up with a
collectibles.
Just collectibles, you think, like mirror shield and flippers?
Oh,
even?
well, mirror shield.
Yeah.
If the mirror shield were no upgrades.
Oh.
And if you end up doing blue tunic or whatever, the flight that goes in there too.
Okay, I could live with that. That's a clever. Yeah, I think that's the snipe. This man's on fire. This guy's had like Evan's had 2 good naming things. What was the other one? You gave me Frontier as well for the. No tunics. Yeah, we'll label like armors and things, but we're just gonna make sure that they don't change the player's C set. I ain't messing with that garbage. We're gonna give you some stuff, but we're just not gonna let your C set change, which I think was simple enough, right? Did we decide that had to be simple enough? There's just like a way to not change his C set.
Yeah, you just leave it the same C set.
Had to be, right? Because like doesn't
Hero
the item?
palette.
Wait, what's that?
Whatever the default hero palette C set is, just have it
Oh, there
set
we
it
go.
to that.
Oh, looks like I've already done it. Looks like I did this like age. Oh no, here we go. We're C set 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hero sprite.
You know
tiles.
what? I just realized why that's the case, because this was at some point lost lineage, and so I did have a blue tunic, so I did change it to 6 because I didn't want to mess with Zella. Funny.
Understandable.
Funny. How you change them? Oh, it's actually new, Lily, in this version. You want to go to options, quest and options in the top left, and it's actually located down here now. They actually just moved it into a new spot. So you are actually not misremembering anything.
Why would you do this? Why would you change your name to the same color blue Rainstorm has and have a name of roughly the same character length?
Look, there's no numbers, and Lily has the gift leader thing.
That's true.
Alright, see you later, Chaos.
Later,
Oops.
Chaos.
Let's open the manual. Alright, Evan, we need to do a witty where we just read the ZC manual.
So, it's not a case where what's there is bad, it's everything that's not in there.
When you started working on Node 255, map count would crash the game in 255. There's actually a reason that might not have been ZC's fault, but I'm going to wager it was ZC's fault. I've kind of maybe broken the map counter thing in a few of the quests by like cutting maps off but still leaving residual layers, and certain versions of ZC do not like when you do that.
Oh, yeah, that's how you get a corrupt file.
Yeah. Some of the older 255s, I could shuffle through my older quests, and if I would get to a specific map, it would just actually close the program. It would be like, I'm out, dude. I'm certain it had something to do with my layering garbage. But yeah.
It tries to load a map that's in an out-of-bounds point in the map array.
So yeah, that could potentially not be ZC's fault, but like I said, there's a decent chance it was, so who knows?
I mean, I see it as kind of both. ZC should have a sanity check on that, but also, you shouldn't be doing that either.
Now let's talk about Rainstorm's habit of removing items from the screen but leaving the special item checked. No, okay. That was as good as I was hoping it would be.
Come here, Rainstorm. I'm gonna club you.
That reaction was everything I needed, Evan. That was my dopamine hit for the day.
Good.
MCU. You know what might be kind of fun is if I did a puzzle where you have to, like, dump all the torches into pits and make the room dark, and then that triggers the secret. It'll light the room again, but it's just like, for that brief moment, you don't know what's happening because it's pitch black, and it's like a bit of a psychological fear factor thing. I think I could indicate this actually pretty easily. I'll put like torches on the walls. All right, let me make... Oh, did I do it again? I did do it again. Let me grab my template room. Okay. I am quite digging the Suave Patria bank so far. I'm still putting it through some tests. Some songs were a little quiet on it, I've noticed, and some songs were a little loud, so I kind of like, it's a little hard balancing out the master volume. Entire Navy SEAL copy pasta. Oh god. So yeah, what we could do is something like this. Where it's like I'll prepare the torches. Oh, but you know what? Then there's no I guess I can still do pits. We just have the smaller pits, I guess. Small beat.
Small beat.
Small. Shapoopy, shapoopy, shapoopy. Okay, how are we looking if we die here? We're gonna come straight up after the shortcut. Yeah, this should be fine. We're coming 5 screens up. Who can't make it 5 screens up? Dark for now. Okay. All right, we'll knock it off. You're late for this Ocarina of Time seed now. There, and then we're gonna do it again because we need to actually place the lights. In the same order I made the combos. Down first. Left, should be right. Oh, wait a minute. But left in this context, wait, hang on. I don't think that's what I want. Yeah, these need to be opposites, actually. Okay, so I did not, in fact, do it in the... Wait, did I? No, let me just open it. Thinking about it too much. I didn't put the darkness in the room.
Alright, chat. I made 3 screens. 3 whole screens.
Hot dog.
Now you know why this quest has been in development for so long.
Okay, so triggering secrets will also trigger the lighting, which is really good, but also I am 100% abusing this. I also hate to admit it, chat, but I'm tempted to nerf the Pegasus boots. The 3-tile jump might be a little too much.
I am fully of the opinion that sometimes less is more in terms of what you can do with the design space of things.
Yeah. 2-tile jump is way different than 3-tile jump.
I'm over here enjoying my 1-tile feather.
You are, yeah. Evan has an even more nerfed feather than Node. Keep that in mind. His feather is worse than our feather. And you know what our feather's like, Jay.
My feather is, you have lead weights on your ankles as you're jumping. And you know what? It's still obscenely good in combat. Like, it is impossible to make this item bad.
Yeah, it is.
But I also get a lot more effective screen real estate out of it because the grid platform room I posted wouldn't have been possible to 2-tile feather. Well, I guess it would have, but like it would not have been nearly as good.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. Height when bouncing off of a wall is currently set to 2.4. I'm sure the speed also has to do with this. The speed is 2. So we're technically making a jump of like 3 or something here. Let's drop the bounce maybe to like 1.8. I might have to do this a couple times to actually get the 3, because I'm certain the speed also has to do with it. We'll try a couple numbers though. Drop to 1.8 for now. See if this gets me closer to 2. You know what? That's, yeah, actually pretty much exactly 2.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Stelfosh, buddy.
Stalfosh, buddy.
Okay, we're gonna give you a bunch of spooky, scary skeletons. Send shivers up your spine. Does spawning from the ceiling finally not crash this engine? I always had horrible luck with spawn from ceiling for some reason, dude. I don't know why. Alright, we're looking pretty clean. Okay. And you know what? Now that's right, I forgot I can lock you in the room now. Because we have permanent NES dungeon secrets. Which is just the wildest thing to me still. Okay, now let's see if I did myself a service and made these doors ever. Have I used these walls? Well, I used them in AU, but did I use these walls for any cycling purposes? It doesn't actually look like... Wait, is this... It might be the... Yeah, okay, I think I got one here. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure... Go on layer 1 instead. Yeah, hot dog. Alright. Good, 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 good. You know what? There's really no reason for those to be on layer 0, though. Okay. What a mold happened here? Here we go. Okay, we're gonna close. Do I have... You know what? I probably don't, right? Yeah. Get our sound effects going here. Lock the door on ya. On ya. On ya. Okay. This song is almost hauntingly chill in the sound font. I'm gonna let it go a couple more times. Okay, I'm gonna kill all the enemies and open the door. Open the door now. Drew McIntyre needs to open the door. Don't have anything else in this room. It's kind of barren. I guess I could do, let's do this, and we'll do like outer rim spikes or something. I don't know. There's something small to make the arena slightly more interesting, I guess. I don't know. Does this constitute being interesting? Probably not, but... Conveys that enemies can walk on spikes, I guess. Man, some games do the whole thing where, like, every mandatory fight room starts its own, like, little theme or whatever. I've thought about doing that for this quest, but I don't know how to, like... I guess I'd have to make all the enemies in those rooms, like, no return, right? You can only... Can you... I'm guessing you can still only use Dungeon Boss, never returns once per... thing. Possibly. See, but didn't enemy music swap the song again when the land molas respawned in the gauntlet? I'm almost certain I remember this being a thing when Joash ran it. Or whoever ran it. Maybe Dark 4. Dark 4 was last. Maybe it was Dark 4, I don't know. But I swear I remember the music reset. Like when the land molas respawned, it went back to the boss track. Maybe it didn't, I don't know. I guess I can always test it. It always... Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's not what I want then. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not what I want. Gotcha. I banish. I banish. Let's do the opposite effect in here. We'll do like all red except... Yeah, I just had like an out-of-body moment where like it didn't look centered even though it had to be centered. I was like, what the
I have those all the fucking time. It's great.
I was just like, what just happened? Oh man. It messed me
Evan
up.
is crashing.
I'm crashing out! I am still wide awake to nobody's surprise.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
Give me your weed.
No, it's mine!
Give me your bottle caps.
You think, no, I need those. They're worthless to you. I know I didn't banter to you with this earlier, but now you have to do it with me now, okay?
Give me those bottle caps.
Guys, it's like one of the greatest comics, dude. Whoops.
So on point.
This is definitely like classic Teamudf creative energy. I agree. Okay, probably gonna want a bit. Yeah, we definitely want more than that. Okay. The only thing is I didn't want to eat space on the walkway with the torches. I could introduce floor lighting. Or I guess I could do ceiling lighting. I don't really have a way to convey ceiling lighting very well. I guess I could try to drop a flame off of chain or something. Wonder how that would look, though. Seems like that would look maybe kind of janky.
Okay, it'll look great until you try and scroll off the north end of the screen.
What, the 1x1 room? This thing?
Yeah, you'll have the chain, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, I get what you're saying, yeah. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it be. Yeah. We did have this in inverse mirror, unfortunately.
We sure did.
The kind of copium I went with is that people have to be so used to this by now, in ZC in particular, that it's probably okay, but, you know.
Yeah. In fact, honestly, the most compelling argument for the zoom scrolling speed is to hide that. Everything else, no. Hiding that, yeah.
True. Right, I don't need slower scroll speed anymore, I guess. We were done testing the one thing.
It's not even a serious issue if the scrolling off the top of the screen with the chain doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
Probably add like an extra tile, like darkening around the top, to make it clear that's like where it connects to the ceiling, and it wouldn't even, nobody would care.
Hey, you're probably right. Because I could like... Darn, I just used 6, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to ponder this. have it go across left to right and have lights strung on it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's a really good idea.
I could
Dark
dangle...
Horse thing, hang up the Christmas lights, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, we could like drop something horizontal here. I probably will rotate the chain instead. These don't look very good when they're not cages. I tried shoehorning these in as other things in AU and it didn't work there either, so... This is such a simplistic version of this, like, I don't know what it is. The sound font kind of dimmed how complicated this MIDI is, but it strangely works.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe something like this, and then I would probably put it in a couple different spots to indicate that they're like being strung across the top. Because then there's like a border to it and you can kind of tell. Okay. Yeah, and then I just need like something, yeah, I need a way to convey that something's being dangled off of it. I might have to make some custom tiles for that. Or, I wonder if I could rotate these upside down and have that look pretty good. Let's try that first, hang on. How do these look when they're like flipped upside down?
So have you worked out how you're going to juggle this next week? Or this week?
What do you mean?
Because this is the end of break, right?
It sure is.
Oh, it's just going to be that, huh?
Maybe I should have kept them right side up. Okay, let's go back to the right side up. Remember, the plan is basically I will make time.
Okay.
We have a lot of Friday space for workshop, basically. That is weird. These torches are not the same as... Oh, I guess they are. Okay, let's work with these then. What we're gonna probably do is shove these up here. Just enough that it looks like they're sitting on the chain. Let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, let's rotate these back and then pick the other tile. You know what? This is gonna work.
Dark 4, you're a genius.
Dark 4 might want to clip that. I'm not sure if Evan will ever say that again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will never say that again.
This might be the one time, Dark 4. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I like it.
Yeah, this is great.
And Teamudf did tile work for once? Holy flid. I mean, they were pre-made, but you know. Let me have this. This is the only time I... Alright. I need this! I need it! Okay, but what we do need is another generic light. Let's copy from here. God, I don't really have any good places to paste. I'm actually just going to paste it by the torches. Maybe then I can hopefully not lose track of it. Torch invis circle. Bring these back down to, I think these were at 40. Were these at 40 or 36? I'll check after this. Shape 0, direction 0, okay. What were these at? Where's the torches? Here they are. They were at 40, okay, I did manage to remember. Yay, we got lucky! Yeah, aces.
Excellent.
I charge into spikes. Excellent. Don't ask me why I just did that. Okay. That was very inefficient. We ruined the moment, chat. It's over. No. Okay. Alright, I will cut the footage here because this is already the longest episode. I've gone like 50 minutes according to the OBS timer. Whoops. Thanks for watching. We'll see how long it actually is though, because OBS likes to miscount these things. Thanks for watching.
Chopper.